Tell me when it starts, I guess.
We are now live, Rob Bob. So hello, this is Mark W. speaking.
And Rob Bob.
Hello, Rob Bob. We are doing our first live Tunnels and Trolls stream. What do you think of that?
It's gonna be fun, I guess.
Gonna be fun.
It has just started on my computer.
Cool. Yeah, so we are remote because of we are hiding out in disparate locations right now to evade the evil virus that stalks us. So yeah, we are using FaceTime. We have an elaborate setup here. It's actually pretty precarious. We have FaceTime, so the two of us can talk in real time while we stream. And I have my tripod with the phone actually feeding the stream to YouTube. And we're going to see what we can do. We're going to have to make a character first. I don't necessarily have the best camera angle, but I'm going to do what I can as far as adjusting the view. Yeah, if anybody wants to chat, the chat is here. You can say whatever you want. You can suggest that the camera need adjustment. You can make suggestions on what decisions we make in the game even, although you'll be lagged a little bit because that's the nature of streaming. You're able to hear me okay via the stream. Can you test that real quick, Rob Bob?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so you hear me in the stream. That's good. All right. So
So I'm also good.
So what I did was I grabbed a whole bunch of the solos that I have, that I haven't played. I think I've decided on one. This one is actually Banquet in Stringwater. That's a newer one. Here's an older one. I think I want to play this one. The one that I really feel like playing, though, is called Dargon's Dungeon. The reason why I think we shouldn't play that is because there are 3 characters that you play in the game, and I thought it would be cool to wait till we have 3 people who are able to what's that?
I said, oh yeah.
Even though it's supposed to be for 1 player, I thought it'd be cool if we each controlled one, and we could sort of vote on like which decisions to make and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll try that another time.
Yeah, if we can get like one of my friends or one of your friends and meet you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then yeah.
So I'm thinking of playing Sorcerer Solitaire. This one is kind of like the way I used to think of this one. I have played this one back in the day, a long time ago now. We're going back decades. I used to think of this as the Buffalo Castle, but for wizards instead of being for warriors. Okay. It's kind of an intro solo adventure, but instead of being warriors only, it's made for wizards. So we'll roll up a wizard character, and then we can play this. But why don't I open this up? This is actually in a plastic wrap because I ordered it from a guy about a year ago. And I haven't opened it. So we'll read over like the intro and description and stuff, and then we'll make our character.
I can actually watch this on my, because I'm FaceTiming you on my phone. I think I can go on YouTube and watch I can go on YouTube and watch the stream instead of having to do it on my computer.
Okay, you manage your stuff. I don't however you want to do it.
Yeah.
But just note that if you watch the stream on YouTube, it's going to be a little delayed.
Is it on something else?
Well, I guess since the laptop's only pointing to me, then that's all you got, right?
Yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah, good point.
I can't see it from your laptop.
Okay, so you're relocating or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
Too much background noise.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Actually, I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to send the link to this stream to the Tunnels and Trolls Facebook group. And I'll see if anybody wants to join us. They can chat, they can just watch, whatever they want to do.
Okay.
So, one moment. The Facebook group, for anyone watching, the current one, there's been a few over the years, but the current one is called, this is a mouthful, but it's called Deluxe Tunnels and Trolls, Monsters, exclamation point, Monsters, Tunnels and Trolls Player Talk.
So it's Tunnels of Trolls, Monsters,
No,
Monsters.
deluxe Tunnel and Trolls, monsters, exclamation point, monster. Because it's supposed to be for monsters, but it's not really written right. So anyway, I think we should just make one called Tunnel and Trolls and keep it simple. But whatever, it is what it is.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna write this post.
I am officially in the stream.
Sorcerer, Solitaire. Okay, I have made the post. I'll see if people join.
Right. I'll check if people join.
Hello, Rob Bob. I see you in the chat.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. Again, I don't really have an optimal camera angle here, so I'm just kind of doing what I can. If you want me to adjust something in a particular way, you, Rob, or anybody else watching, just let me know.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the book. This is Sorcerer Solitaire. Written by Walker. Is this Veining or V-aining? I don't know. It looks like there's a space between the V and the A. So we'll go with V-aining. Yes?
What is it? All right.
Okay.
Someone has joined the stream.
Hello, person who's joined the stream. Long story short, this was the 8th printing of this one, and it was, the date is 1981. The original date is 78, so I guess this went through a couple of revisions. This is the 10th solo dungeon, by the way. 10th one they made. Now we'll go over like the intro and stuff, and then we'll make a character. And I don't know how I'm going to show the left-hand pages. I'm just realizing it's going to be kind of difficult to show in the camera view, but I'll try my best. Introduction. Enter the forbidden realm of true magic. The Sorcerer Solitaire will kill any warrior or black-hearted rogue who enters. Oh. So you just die if you're a rogue or a warrior.
Alright.
Only the cunning, sly, and the lucky will survive. You gotta have luck in Tunnels and Trolls.
That means you must be a leprechaun.
We could be a leprechaun. That's true. I'm going to turn up your sound a little bit. So those who are just joining, I've got Rob Bob on FaceTime, and I've got my tripod here with my phone streaming to this little section here. It's kind of hard to get this all perfect. Just doing what I can. Please leave any comments if you want me to adjust anything I see. Now that I see in my stream preview window that I'm kind of blocking the camera with this page here. So the problem is it's delayed. So I can't really see in real time how it looks. Actually, I can if I just peek my head under my phone. I should be doing that more, I guess. I'm still rigging up some stuff here, though. I think I've got a solution for that. I can actually prop up the right-hand page against this TNT screen I've got. And behind that, to support it, I've got a couple of candles, like tall candles in a glass holder. Let's see if that works out. Can you read the text okay, Rob?
Not really.
Not really, okay.
It's kind of a blur.
All right, so let's see. What can I do about that?
My quality is only on 480, but I don't know if that's going to help turning it up.
Okay. Let's see what I can do. The problem is if I make the phone closer, it's going to be a smaller viewing area, but I guess I have to do that at least a little bit. So let's try that.
All right.
So I'm making some adjustments.
Maybe we could do a stream of the us playing like Cosmic Encounter or something on
Yeah.
Tabletop Simulator.
We could do that sometime.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you're on a delay, but I have zoomed in a bit.
I see you zooming in right now.
Okay. Is it any better? I guess it's a no.
Let me turn it all the way up. Turn my quality all the way.
Yeah, I'm streaming at 1080, so 480 or whatever you're at is kind of on the low side.
I'm on 1080 now. So
Okay.
Okay, it's
Let me check out my
backwards,
stream.
so-
It's backwards.
I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's not good.
No.
All right, let me see what I can do about that. Backwards.
As it records it backwards, I guess.
I guess, but that's not really doable for a for text.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what options I have here. Okay. Is that YouTube or the app, streaming app, that's got the problem? Just, I know what I'll do. I'll prop up a mirror and we'll just focus on the mirror. All right. I don't see any option for reversing it, so there might be one if I exit the app. There's like a live. Once you're live, there's different settings than when you're about to stream. So what I'm actually going to do is abort for the moment and play with that. If I can't figure it out, if we can't figure it out, we just pretty much can't do this because it doesn't really make sense to show text that's constantly reversed.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm quitting the stream. All right, I've started again. I still have to make this actually viewable, but it should not be mirrored anymore, at least.
All right, let's hope.
Let me know when you see anything.
All right, still waiting.
I think it seems to take about 30 seconds, or maybe 20 to 30 seconds before you see anything.
Yeah. Oh. All right, there we go. It's back.
Okay, we're back. All right, so the question now is, can you read anything?
Kinda. Hold on.
All right, it's not very good. Whenever you say like kind of or you're not sure, then I'm gonna take that as a no.
I can read at what's kind of like at the bottom of the screen, but I can't really read.
Okay.
The top.
All right. What about if I just focus on the middle, sort of? That's actually kind of the top. All right, when you see the introduction, that's sort of mostly the introduction and the first couple paragraphs, let me know how that looks.
I can read the introduction, but I'm pretty sure that's just because it's in larger font.
What do you mean it's in larger font?
The word introduction.
Okay, so can you read the stuff below the word introduction?
Okay, yeah. I kind of, but it's blurry. I can read it, but it's blurry.
Okay. I'm going to try refocusing. It'll take a little while to update on your end.
Enter the forbidden realm of true magic, the Sorcerer, Solitaire.
I see what you mean, though. I'm looking at the preview and it looks blurry here, too.
It's readable, but it's
Okay, so let's wait for the focus change to kick in.
Maybe if you're on a computer, it would look better, but I don't know.
I thought you were going to your computer. No. Oh, you were on your computer before.
Yeah, I'm not on my computer.
All right. I don't know how to get any better than that.
Will the actual solo have bolder font, maybe?
It might. It's actually a little bit larger. I've turned to the first page. Let me know if you can read that any better. Of course, it's going to take a while to update.
I'll wait for it to show up, because I'll try to catch up.
I wonder if I should just hold the camera like I do in our recorded ones.
Alright, it's kind of the same thing.
Kind of the same thing?
I can still read it, but it's not the best.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it manually.
Alright.
Alright, I am now doing everything manually.
Okay.
I'm gonna reverse which camera we use so I can see what's going on.
Okay.
I guess this is just how it has to be.
Sadly, but
I was hoping to use a tripod. All right. Why don't we? I'll start reading over the intro.
okay. Just see kind of the camera shaking around right now.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that.
All right.
Introduction. Enter the forbidden realm of true magic. The Sorcerer Solitaire will kill any warrior or black-hearted rogue who enters. Only the cunning, sly, and the lucky will survive. Many of the TNT solo dungeons kill mages, mostly because mages are terrible fighters. After I had a mage killed off by a monster with a 10 monster rating, yes?
What?
Okay, never mind. I decided it was time for a dungeon designed purely for magic users. Here at Flying Buffalo, we had decided that some time ago, and hopefully awaited the appearance of such a dungeon. I'm hearing my own voice over there.
Maybe it's from my stream or the stream that I'm watching.
Okay, you should have headphones or something, because otherwise we're gonna have feedback.
I don't even.
All right, fine. We'll just deal with it.
Sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, Walker brought this one, and we bring it to you. One reason magical dungeons have perhaps not been produced in the past is that the nature of magic is complex. You may find yourself with a dungeon that has several options in each paragraph, but the choices are only between one spell and another. Thus, there are fewer scenes, fewer possible adventures. In an effort to supply a variety of scenes, the spells have been limited to first level magic only. The dungeon is for characters of first through third level, mages only, and sorry, I'm having a little trouble myself here because I have my phone on dim so I can have the battery last as long as possible. And characters must travel alone. No parties, please. No warriors or rogues are permitted. And if they should attempt to come, they will be fried at the entrance. The DM knows.
Deep fried.
Yeah, we'll go with deep fried. Aside from that, all general rules in the TNT rulebook apply. So, this is a book from 1981. I'm using the deluxe rulebook. It's possible there might be some mismatches, but we'll just wing it. I think for the most part, any spell that's mentioned in this book should still exist in deluxe TNT. I know that it has the most common ones, at least. I think we'll be okay. A note concerning the passage of time. Unless otherwise stated, each paragraph may be considered 1/3 of a turn, i.e. 3 paragraphs equal 1 full turn. As per the TNT rules, a mage may regain strength at one point every full turn unless he or she is strenuously engaged in activity. Okay, just to comment on that for a moment. Back in the day, we used strength for magic points, essentially. Now it is the whiz attribute. So that means we're going to follow that rule, but we're going to use whiz instead of strength.
There used to be no wizardry attribute?
That's correct. You would use strength for everything, which was kind of silly in a way and also kind of fun in a way, because you would have these wizards walking around. They cared most about probably their intelligence stat and their strength, maybe dexterity too, because spells require dexterity. They have a dexterity requirement. But you had these really strong wizards walking around all the time. At some point, the wizardry attribute was invented, I believe, for edition 7. But back in the day, this one from 81, this was probably designed for 5th edition, although they don't specifically say which one. Anyway, so basically we're going to use wizardry instead of strength.
If you have if you've been playing a lot of solos with a really strong warrior,
Yeah.
then in case you have to do a saving roll, you have to always spend some XP on wizardry just so you don't fail every saving roll. Which is kind of annoying.
Well, you could, but wizardry saving rolls are pretty rare. I have seen that before, but
I've only played like one solo by myself, but I did encounter a wizardry saving roll.
Okay, interesting.
All right.
Let's continue. So, practice up on your magic. Exercise those fingers and start delving. There are indeed traps and monsters that can kill if the character makes a mistake. As the mystic-minded astrologers say, when Mars sets in Aries, Have a bloody good time. When you are ready to start, go to 1A. Okay, we're going to pause here and make a character collaboratively. If anybody on the stream would like to throw in suggestions, just mention it in the chat. So I have a copy of my handy dandy custom made by yours truly character sheet. We should pick a kindred first, probably one of the one of the kind that's good at magic, probably, which are basically elf, leprechaun, or fairy. Of course, you can pick anything you want. And what do you think about that, Bob?
I don't really care which one we do.
Okay, we can always go with the traditional elf. So I'm going to focus on the attribute chart for the basic kindred. If we pick elf, we'll have a 1.5 IQ multiplier and a 1.5 whiz multiplier. Those are probably the ones we care about most. Leprechaun would have 1.25 and 1.5 respectively. A fairy has no adjustments to IQ, so they're a little weaker in that respect, but they do get double the wizardry.
Okay.
Okay, so why don't we just go with the elf? So probably the biggest problem with the elf is they have only 2/3 of the constitution, and constitution is kind of important because it's important to not be dead. It's good to be alive sometimes. Although TNT doesn't like things that are alive, but I have a Facebook comment on my stream here. Let's see if there's. Oh, okay. That's what he said. Elf Rogue, you can just type in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, it's a live stream, so.
If you're in the same window that we have, you should have the chat. I don't know if everybody does. However, we're not going to be a rogue because the solo calls for wizards, so we're going to do that. All right, elf.
Yeah, we have 2 people besides me in the.
Hello, 2 people besides Rob. All right, let's roll some stats. Purple or blue dice?
Purple.
Purple.
I have green dice here.
So for those just
green and white dice.
you have green and white?
Yes.
For those just joining us, we suffered through some technical difficulties, and my tripod was not really able to capture the text in a readable way, so I'm doing it by hand. Let's roll some attributes. Ready? Strength.
Yes.
This one's a wuss with strength 7.
Yeah. That's pretty bad.
That's true. Okay, con 12. What's 2/3 of 12? That would be 8. Don't make tons of noise, please.
I'm trying not to. Sorry.
It's alright. So we have 8 con because we rolled 12. If my math is correct. It's 2/3. 8 dex, but that goes up by 1/3. What's 1/3 of 8? Well, I guess we're going to round up, so we'll go with 3.
Okay.
So that means 11. This is kind of a mediocre character so far.
It's not too good, but.
Speed. Speaking of mediocre. Fortunately, I think this particular adventure is so old that speed isn't used.
Alright.
But this camera is focusing strangely. Alright, what are we going to do? We have crappy equipment. And a crappy character.
Let's see.
10, luck. Alright, if we don't really make it up here in the IQ and whiz, I would say good luck to this character. We could start over, or we could just go with it.
I will roll the wizardry.
You're gonna roll too?
Yeah, I can roll because why not?
Okay, you can roll. Why don't you roll the IQ now then?
I'll roll the IQ. I have 18.
Are you kidding?
No, I IQ.
Hold on, you gotta show me on your screen.
I mean 15. Sorry, not 18.
Okay, that's a big difference.
15.
All right, what's 15 plus half of that? Math problem.
Round up or round down?
I like to round up for everything. Keep it simple.
Okay, that's 8. That's 20 and 3.
All right, we have something good about this character. How about the whiz? Roll the whiz,
I
please.
roll the whiz. Let's see. For wizardry, we get 9.
I mean, no, 10.
Okay. So 10 plus half of that gives us 15.
15.
So
Alright.
for those just joining us, I got Rob Bob on FaceTime here. So unfortunately, we can't see his dice rolling. But we're just doing what we can. It's not an ideal situation in many ways. I'm going to roll some charisma now. And we have some good charisma. That is a roll of 13. Just multiply by 1.5. So what is that, Rob?
We got 18?
You keep thinking we roll 18s. That's really unlikely. No, I got 13.
Oh, 13. I wasn't really paying attention.
Anyway, we're going to go with 20.
Alright, 7. Alright, so that's 20.
Alright, our adds are 0 from the strength, 0 from the dex, 0 from the speed, and 0 from the luck. That's a big fat 0. Okay, we are going to be a male. And what's our
At
name?
least he's smart.
Make up a name, please. An elfie name.
George.
George. Last name?
George.
George.
George baseball bat. I just looked at the first thing I saw in my room.
All right. George baseball bat. A very elven name.
That is a very fancy name.
Okay, I'm trying to see why I'm getting such a glare. Are you seeing very...
It's very, like, bright.
Alright, I don't have that bright a light, but then it's like I touch the focus again to refocus, and it, sometimes it fixes it. I don't know what to do about that, really.
Yeah, when you zoomed out, you can't see anything on this page. It just
Alright,
looks
fine,
like
we're
a
gonna-
white glow.
We just have to deal.
Okay, it's better now, apparently.
Alright, let's roll some gold. Would you like to do the honors, Rob?
Sure, I've been getting decent luck, so... Yeah, I dropped one.
Alright.
Alright, I'm just gonna use another die and I'll pick this up after. 12.
Okay, 120 gold. Alright, let's try to keep it simple. I have the GM screen up. We're gonna buy weapons and armor. I'm really disappointed with the way this camera's focusing, but what are we gonna do? Let's get some daggers, because that's what wizards need. Where's the weapons? Here they are.
Yes. Just in case you have to fight something, you can't use
We're gonna have to fight something. Yeah. Alright, so we are not dexterous enough to reasonably use 2 daggers. We could use 2. Dirk only has a requirement of 1 dex, apparently.
How much dexterity do we have?
We have 11.
Okay.
We could probably use a sax and a dirk.
Alright.
The sax would give us 2 dice plus 4, and the dirk would be 2 dice flat. You would add up the dex requirements when you're dual wielding. That would be 9.
Alright.
And it costs us 45. If I'm looking at the right column, yeah. Sax and Dirk.
Someone else has joined.
Hello, someone else.
Yeah.
Feel free to say whatever you want in the chat. You can say we're stupid if you'd like. This is beyond an amateur operation. We have Rob Bob on FaceTime, and we can't see the dice he rolls, but you can see the ones I roll. I have a camera that's really terrible, and yeah, we're just doing what we can.
But decent with the IQ, at least.
Yeah.
Not the best, not the worst.
Okay, the dex requirement is 830 for the sax, and for the dirk, it's a 1 in 12. I'm just gonna leave the rest blank for now. I'm not gonna worry about weight. We've already taken a long time, and we haven't even gotten started yet.
Okay.
All right. Should we get something armor-ish? Again, we're gonna try to keep it simple, stupid, just grab a couple things from the GM screen here. We could get a couple of pieces or maybe a complete leather. Unfortunately, the leather has a dex penalty.
Are you muted? I can't hear you.
You're not hearing me?
Dad, I can't hear you.
I'm not muted, no. Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Okay, you were muted.
That's weird because I didn't even touch the FaceTime. I'm in the
That's
streaming
weird.
app. Alright, whatever.
But did it show it was muted?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Once I switched over to the computer, I clicked the FaceTime app and that was that. Alright.
Alright.
We're losing streamer every time we have a technical difficulty. Missing viewers, I mean. Alright, let's get some stuff here. Why don't we just go with this stuff is expensive. Oh, I forgot to subtract the cost for the stuff. So, for the daggers. So basically that was 45, we're at 75. The full suits of armor are too expensive, so we're going to have to get a couple of pieces.
Yeah, I can open. I have a.
Why don't we? What?
I have a rule book, so I can look at that for the shop.
All right. I'm just gonna grab a breastplate and call it a day. I think.
I just knocked like everything over by my rule book.
Okay, let's just get breastplate and call it a day.
Alright, let me just clean this up. Alright.
That's 4 hits.
I have like a ton of bookmarks in here, so I know where everything is, so I'm already at the shop.
All right. Talents. Do you want to do a talent?
Sure.
You got your book right?
Where is the talents?
Okay, I'm gonna make up a talent. We're good at mining because it's a fun talent.
That's a sure.
I just made that one up. I don't know if it's in the book. I don't know why the glare keeps happening. I'm gonna try dimming the light a bit. I feel like that might be a double-edged sword though.
Okay.
Alright, I think we're ready. We have all first level spells. We're just gonna ignore a lot of this other stuff like other equipment. Languages, who cares? Let's go. It's taking too long. Alright, are you ready?
Sure.
Let me get a manual ready so I can look at spells. Or you got your manual handy?
I can look at the spells.
Okay, you manage the spells. Alright, cool, let's go. It's an evil night out. Velvet black clouds litter the sky. The full moon occasionally peeps out to illuminate the weird night creatures. Alright. 1 second, I need to adjust something here. This is really messed up. Again. On the phone this time, though. Alright, let's see. Evil night. Blah, blah, blah. The full moon occasionally peeps out to illuminate the weird night creature that prowl at such times. The howl of a timber wolf echoes out of the trees. In short, it's a night for evil doing and treasure hunting. So which one are we going to do, the evil doing or the treasure hunting? It's not a real choice.
I don't know.
As a sudden gust tosses about you, you are standing near the front porch of an enormous mansion which reeks of rotting corpses. Ooh, better go in. The building storm, okay. The building storm, is that English? The building storm sends blinding bolts of lightning to the ground. These flashes reveal that heavy iron bars seal all entrances to the mansion except for the front door. The door is locked, but a knock-knock spell will open it. The lightning is getting closer. Already the rain is pouring. Are you willing to enter by casting a knock-knock, or do you prefer to stay outside?
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Shall we use it? I guess
Let's do knock-knock. How much does it cost?
3.
3?
Is it a mechanical lock or a magical lock?
I don't
it
know.
doesn't really matter, I guess. It should work.
Anyway, I forgot one thing. We are level 2.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And therefore, we get, per the TNT rules, if we cast a level 1 spell, it costs us 1 less because we are 1 level above level 1.
Okay, so that means we only use 2.
Correct. So here's the deal. We have to remember, I don't like doing this. This is one of the tedious parts of solos with wizardry, with spellcasting, is that every 3 paragraphs we get to power up 1 whiz. So
does the paragraph that we're in count, or does it the next when we enter a paragraph?
we'll go with the next one.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go inside 3A.
Okay.
We'll make a little tally over here in the portrait area. The door opens with a loud haunted house standard creak number 1. Oh, I know that sound. That sounded like a dying weasel. You enter a room which is quite dark. You dimly see a glowing skull which is magic in the middle of the room. You know, the glowing skulls are usually magical. Behind you is a staircase which leads up. There are open doorways to your left and right. The door behind you suddenly slams shut with a loud bang. If you try it, you will find it is firmly locked. If you would like to cast magic, go to 4A. If you want to go upstairs, go to 1B. If you go through the door on the left, go to 10A. If you go through the door to the right, go to 20A. If you approach the skull, go to 5B. I can't just leave a glowing skull unexamined. What do you think?
That's true.
All right, glowing skull then.
Sure.
5B. Another tally here. Boop.
Okay.
Here's the glowing skull. It is a skull. It is glowing. As you approach the skull, it brightens. Its radiance fills the room. You feel yourself changing. If any of your attributes are greater than 50, they are reduced to 50. I'm not that powerful. Isn't this for like low level guys? If any of your attributes are less than 12, you may re-roll these characteristics using the following method. Roll 5 6-sided dice and make that total the new attribute. You may do this for any attribute less than 12, but only once for any single attribute, regardless of whether total was greater or less than before. All right, shall we do this?
Sure. Which I will roll because I want to roll. I want to roll, so I will roll.
Okay. It's less fun when we can't see the dice, but it's okay.
You can do it.
Why don't we roll for strength? 5 dice.
Okay, 5 dice. Alright, we get a 10, 16, 18, 20.
20.
Yes. That's 5 dice.
All right. That was very good.
That's a... Okay, this is a lesson to do every time that you see a skull approach it.
Well, only the glowing skulls.
Oh, only the one, that's true.
All right, I'm going to roll the Constitution. We have 8.
Tom, do we have to do a multiplier for it?
I don't think so. I think you just roll.
Okay.
Okay, our new Constitution is... This is a 10, and this is a 6, therefore 16. Shall you do the honors?
Sure.
Okay.
It's actually buffering for me.
Buffering.
Okay, never mind. It's fine. Okay, let's see what I get. We have 10, 16, 22.
Wow.
Alright, that's a lot.
This feels cheap.
Yeah.
Speed. I will roll the speed.
Okay.
That's what Tunnel Controls is about, though. Zany randomness and stuff like that. And being cheap. Okay, let's see. We got 10, 17. 17 speed. We're going to have to reevaluate our ads because we are kicking butt now. Luck. Roll the luck, please. This is the last one.
Okay. Cool. Alright, I get a 6, 12, 14, 18.
Okay. We must recompute our adds. They are no longer 0.
No, they're above 0.
So, just to reiterate, for those not in the know, for each point in strength, luck, come on, focus. Strength, luck, dex, and speed above 12, you get an add point. So we get 8 from the strength, plus 10 is 18, plus 5 is 23, plus 6 is 29. So this is either preparing us for what they're about to throw at us, or we're going to be way overpowered. It's possible we're cheating a little bit because back when this adventure was made, speed did not figure into the ads. So we'll just go with it anyway. If we find everything is a total pushover, we could weaken ourselves a little bit or something. I don't know. But the way these solos tend to chew through characters, I don't really feel like we need to do that. Okay, so where are we? When you are through, the skull becomes a burnt out cinder. Go to 6A. All right, we got our 3 whiz, so we're gonna recover 1.
Was it 3 paragraphs?
Yes.
I guess so. Yeah.
The room is now dark. If you go up the staircase, 1B. If you go through the door on the left, 10A. If you go through the door on the right, 20A.
Okay.
I think maybe explore the place we're on first before heading up.
Alright. Yeah, we can go like. What are the options? Right and left?
Yeah, basically there's doors to the left and right and stairs going up.
And we came from behind, I'm assuming. Oh no, that door's locked, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a haunted house
right,
kind of
we'll
thing.
go left. Sure, we'll go left.
Okay, 10A.
Okay.
You stumble into a long, dark, eerie tunnel. There is sufficient light coming from the far end for you to see vague shapes. Several small furry creatures with long tails scurry away at your approach. You see some large bones lying on the floor. They are human bones. The tunnel suddenly gets darker and it also gets colder. You can hear something growling at the other end. You now have 2 choices. You can search the tunnel or wait to see what is at the other end. If you do an oh there it is, go to 11A. If you prefer to make your way between the bones and so to the other end of the tunnel, go without searching to 12A. So, here, I'm going to editorialize for a moment. The fact that it says you can choose oh there it is kind of a hint that there's probably something to search for. They usually do give you like, kind of a bluff once in a while. But eventually someone invented the magic matrix for tunnel control solos. And what the magic matrix was a chart in the back that basically had each paragraph, maybe along the top or maybe on the left. One axis basically had the paragraph numbers, and then the other axis had all the spells. So that way you actually have to decide, well, I'm in this tunnel, I'm gonna cast oh there it is. So you would look to the magic matrix and look up the reference for that 10A, for example, and then oh there it is, and it would tell you the outcome. It would either say a paragraph and you would go to the paragraph, or it would just say nothing happens or something like that.
Okay.
But this adventure was probably before the magic matrices. What was that?
Would oh there it is work on like a creature? It said there was like a beast or something.
Well, you're the magic guy. You have to read the spell for me.
Causes all. Okay, I guess not. It doesn't say.
I think it's just anything hidden.
It says causes all invisible items, doors. Okay, it does say beings.
Okay, fine. Let's do it.
Sure, cast. Okay.
What's the cost?
That costs 3. I already subtracted the level.
So we have 11 whiz.
Okay.
And we're going to paragraph 11A, another tally for the Wiz tracker. Oh, I didn't even know this existed, but here we go. Refer to the magic effects table to see what you found and double that, whether treasure, monster rating, or length of time. Okay, so we're gonna basically find double the treasure or double the, monster power, essentially, the monster rating. You may continue down the tunnel or turn back. Okay, let's deal with this first. The magic effects table. We need a little bookmark so we don't lose our spot. I'm just gonna stick this thingy here. I'm assuming the magic effects table is in the back. Hello.
Alright, so what are we doing? Sorry, I dropped some dice.
We're looking for the magic effects table, which is
I
not
don't
in the
know.
back of.
I don't even know what that is.
Neither do I. It's in here somewhere, probably the front then, if it's not in the back. Here we go. Magic effects table. Magic is an art, not a science. The difference is that science deals with certainties. If you do A, then B must follow. This is not so true for magic. By casting magic, you alter the state of the universe, and if you do A, then C, D, or E may happen, as well as the intended result B. The tables given below are an effort to reflect this aspect of magic. Whenever you cast the spells concerned, you must consult the appropriate table to see if there are undesired special effects or perhaps completely unexpected results from your conjuring. Among the first level spells, only an Oh There It Is and a Hidey Hole have recurrent side effects. Okay. For both tables, roll 2 dice. The sum of those dice will tell you the effect. Okay, so we are casting Oh There It Is. We have to roll 2 dice, it said, right? Yep.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Alright, you roll.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright.
We have rolled a 6.
Okay.
The 6 says you find a pewter dinner fork, good for 1 die in combat against unarmored foe. Okay. They did say we get to double the effect, so it's a 2 die fork, I guess.
Okay.
That matches our dirk.
Alright. You know you have a good fork, or you know you have a good dagger when your dagger has the same power as the fork.
Yeah, one made of pewter, no less.
Yeah.
Alright. So it's a backup in case something eats our dirk, I guess.
Sure.
Or we could just intimidate people by killing things with a fork. They'll be so surprised.
Eating the fork.
Yeah, they'll be so surprised at how good we are at fighting with a fork that they'll poop their pants. Okay, we may continue down the tunnel or turn back. I feel like we should keep going.
Yep. Keep going.
By the way, I think I'm supposed to take adventure points for casting spells.
Are you?
Let's go with that. What did we spent like 3 for the last spell, was it?
Well, it costed 4, so.
How much did we spend? 3?
We spent 3, yes.
How much did we spend on the first one?
2.
Alright, we'll take 5 points then.
So you would get less experience for casting lower level spells.
I think that's how it works. But this is the kind of game where usually you don't worry about the details too much. You
Yeah.
you can if you want to, but when you're live streaming, you don't bother to.
Because you can't make cuts.
You can't make cuts. That's true.
Yeah.
If we're flipping through the book for 10 minutes. All right. Anyway, let's keep going at 12A.
All right.
We get another whiz back.
Okay.
We have 12 whiz.
Okay.
Now the sound is a deep rumbling. It is an empty stomach. The noise continues to get louder until it is only a few feet ahead of you. Go to 13A.
Okay.
I think I'm going to keep the character sheet on the left side here. I just need like a book or something to put under it. So let's do that. 1 second.
I keep looking at the stream and then getting confused at why you're doing that something, and then I realize, oh wait, that's a few seconds behind.
Ah, yes. All right. The noise continues to get louder until it's only a few feet ahead of you. Go to 13A. 13A, another whiz tracker point. You notice an immense green troll dead ahead. I was gonna say, oh, it's dead. Okay, we don't have to worry about it. And then I saw dead ahead.
Then how could its stomach be growling?
That's a good point. Unless it was a zombie troll, which might not be a better situation to be in.
Yeah.
Okay, it nearly blocks the passageway. As it moves, the malformed skull scrapes the ceiling. Ooh. Its arms, which could be mistaken for moss-covered tree trunks, bump along the walls. The only way you can pass is between the troll's massive legs. If you are already invisible, go to 14A. If you light the passage with a will-o-wisp, go to 6C. If you try to scare away this dim-witted creature of the underworld, casting an go away, go to 8C. If you attempt to destroy him with that mighty incantation, take that, you fiend, go to 12D. If you think your tongue is more powerful than the troll's pea-sized brain and attempts communication, go to 17C. If you draw your puny weapon and try to fight the malodorous green beast, go to 16B. I have a feeling we probably could go toe-to-toe to it, but with the spirit of the adventure, we should probably try some magic.
Okay, we could do it. Take the fiend over away. Okay, the other options were
light the passage, try to go between its legs. No, that wasn't an option. If we're invisible, no. Basically, will-o-wisp, go away, take that, you fiend, try to talk or fight.
Alright,
I'm inclined to say go away because you add your you have the spell book, but I think it's your charisma, your intelligence, and is it luck too?
Okay, if the so it's IQ, luck, and charisma. Yeah.
All right, I got it right. So basically, that
their monster rating is lower than yours.
Right.
Not your monster rating. If their monster rating is lower than your IQ plus your luck plus your charisma.
Right, basically 61. If their MR is less than that, maybe equal, I don't remember if equal counts, then we can scare it away.
It does not say less than or equal,
Okay, fine. Shall we do it?
Sure.
Okay, what's the cost?
4. I already subtracted.
Okay, we're going to 8C. We're going to recover one whiz and then spend 4, so it's only subtract 3.
Okay.
4 adventure points. Okay, 8C, I said, right?
Okay.
If your go away is greater than 30, go to 9F. Yep, it sure was.
By a lot.
9F means another whiz point. You scared away the troll. He dropped the treasure he was carrying. No AP for us? Why don't we just give ourselves 30? Because he probably had 30 MR.
You defeated him by scaring him away.
Does it mention if you get AP in the spell? Probably not. That the way
I can just check.
The way I usually GM is you do.
All right, we can do it then. It doesn't say, but we can.
All right, where were we? Scared away the troll. He dropped the treasure he was carrying. Go to 10D. You pick up his treasure. You get 80. Oh, you get 80 experience points or adventure points for defeating the troll. Okay, so let's give ourselves another 50.
Alright. That's better than what we thought.
Yeah, why would you get so much? It must be maybe if you actually fight it, it had other abilities besides MR30. It might have who knows? It might have a special attack or regeneration or something like that. Usually, trolls in fantasy games have regeneration. Yeah. Taking a sip of water. Hold on 1 second.
I'll take a sip of salsa because I need to do also.
Okay, I'm going to check comments. There are none. Feel free to chat, guys, if you'd like. Any remarks you have, or you could even say, take this path or the other. Although there's kind of a lag in the stream, so it's possible we might be beyond that point by the time you make a comment.
Yeah.
All right. So we get 80 experience or adventure point. You will find an old pouch which contains 210 gold pieces worth of rubies. And there is also a magic marble. It will increase your IQ by 1 point when you touch it, and then it ceases to be magic. Alright, so I guess, long story short, we get an IQ point. Oh, we also find a magic ring which does free will-o-wisp spells. Wow.
Okay, that's I had like a higher level from something.
Nope, we're level 2.
So it's worth. So if we cast a will-o-wisp, it'll be worth 2 candle powers. I don't know what candle powers are.
It just means about as bright as 2 candles, I guess.
Okay.
Alright, so we have in our special equipment section a what do we want to call it? Magic ring, free will-o-wisp.
Alright, that's pretty useful.
Cool stuff. What else did I miss? 210 gold of rupees. Rubies.
Not rupees. We're not playing Zelda.
No. Alright, next up is go to 1E.
Alright, let's go to 1E then.
1E, and we go to the whiz tally. We recover another. The area succumbs to serene silence. Moss clings to the damp, cold clay walls. You have the option. You're making a lot of noise, Rob.
Sorry.
Yeah, stop banging things. You can put it on mute.
Stand up my phone.
Okay.
Falling.
Alright. Where were we? The moss clings to the damp, cold clay walls. You have the option of waiting here, or you may continue. Why would I want to wait here?
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense.
Alright, it's not giving me any incentive to wait here, but obviously something's going to happen if I wait here. So I can wait here for 5 turns. Maybe the implication is I can rest up 5 whiz that way.
Yeah.
And hey, look, we're down exactly 5 whiz. So we could do that, although I have a feeling nothing good's going to come out of that.
Probably a monster's gonna find you.
Shall we try it? Otherwise, we can leave. Leave in what way? Or are we like in a dead end now or something? I don't know. Wasn't very clear, was it?
If it was in a dead end, it would say come back the way you came, though.
All right, so we're gonna wait or just leave. What do you think?
Let's wait because I want to see what happens.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Something's gotta happen.
Make a saving roll on luck. All right, let's do it. Shall I open the lucky saving roll dice?
How much luck do we have?
Our luck is 18, so it's an easy saving roll. Beautiful golden dice. They're made from real gold. Not really. All right, let's do it.
Alright, these are I got those for Christmas.
10.
Okay.
Doubles add and roll over.
Oh, we got doubles.
16 altogether.
Okay. And so we have made it, right?
We have 105 experience. We made the saving roll. If you make it, you survive 5 turns without anything popping up. You can leave by going to 15A. Okay, so I'm going to assume we rest up all our whiz. Woohoo!
Yay.
Anytime an attribute currently is the max, I just leave it blank.
Alright.
Where were we? This one. Okay. So now we can leave by going to 15A.
Alright. I guess we have to go to 15A then.
Oh man, I almost want to fight this something big and noisy that can come at you if you fail the saving roll.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to 15A.
Alright, let's...
We are full on whiz, so I'm not going to keep track of the whiz timer for the moment. 15A. Make a saving roll on luck. 20 minus luck. All right. More saving rolls. Would you like to do the honors this time, Rob?
Sure.
We have to. So Rob Bob is on FaceTime for anybody who's just started listening, and I have to trust that he's not cheating with his die rolls.
I am not, but
I'm only joking.
Alright, what are we rolling for again? Another luck?
Luck. It's a level 1 saving roll. We have luck 18. We're probably good. Just don't roll a 3.
Roll 3. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Add and roll over.
Yep.
I rolled another 8, then I get to add and roll over again.
I knew he would cheat.
10. Oh my god.
He's cheating.
Another 8, which is another add and roll over.
Wait, what are you at total then?
17.
Oh wait, hold on. You're not at 17 if you're rolling double all the time. You're at 2 plus 8 plus 8, which is 18.
Whatever, 18. Okay, 7.
25.
Alright, yeah. I don't know. That was like, remember that first video where it just kept rolling?
Yeah, I wish we had video evidence of that roll. I'm only joking when I say you're cheating because I know you wouldn't. Especially when it's such an easy roll to make in the first place. But it's always cool to have evidence of making all those doubles. Alright, so we don't miss the saving roll. So we walk briskly for 5 turns and reach the end of the tunnel. You may recover 2 of your lost strength points. Okay, that's not jiving to how I thought this would work, because it was saying you gain 1 strength per turn, and that every paragraph is a third of a turn. But they're saying, well, whatever. We'll just go with what they say. Anyway, we are actually full on whiz, so it doesn't make a difference. Go to 22A.
Right.
I remember this for some reason. This is like the one thing I remember of this book from back in the day. But we'll not read up on what that illustration means.
Okay.
We'll save it for later. We do have a bunch of adventure points. We could conceivably upgrade something. No, all our attributes are too high, actually. Huh. Funny thing is, Wiz is our lowest. Okay. Leaving the damp tunnel, we lose focus on our phone. No, you enter a room hewn from solid rock. Something tiny hits you on the shoulder with a splat. Water is dripping from the ceiling, running down the walls and out through the cracks along the floor. Except for the sounds of the water, there is absolute silence. You could hear a worm belch. Phosphorescent fungus coats the walls and emits a dim yellow glow so that you can see about you. Always convenient. There's always like phosphorescent moss or mushrooms or whatever. I've seen that in a few adventures.
We could always have just casted a will-o-wisp.
That's right. It's free for us. That's true. Okay, anyway, we're going to 8E.
Okay.
Whoa, look at this fellow. Put some clothes on. The area that you are in is suddenly plunged into darkness. You feel the presence of something incredibly evil lurking nearby. Your torch or lantern will not work, and the will-o-wisp fails as well. Oh, really? An overpowering feeling of doom surrounds you. You now have just 2 choices. You may grope blindly around in the darkness, or you may try your magic. We have to try magic that's not will-o-the-wisp.
Cast it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That seems like the most plausible idea, yeah.
Alright, I guess let's do that.
Alright, so we're going to 9I.
That costs 3.
An icy cold tentacle grips your ankle. Ooh.
That's
right. Apparently that was the wrong thing to cast. It contracts tighter and tighter and begins sucking the heat from your body. You have little chance to save yourself from the dungeon's demon soul sucker. If you choose to cast it, go away. Do I choose now? Okay, I guess we did not have to choose ahead of time, so that's okay. We choose it this time, now that the tentacle is killing us.
Alright.
Okay, so oh go away, take that you fiend, hidey hole, or oh there it is. We guess we could still do oh there it is.
I'm thinking hidey hole, but let me just check what it does.
Hold on, hidey hole makes you invisible, and this thing already has itself wrapped around us.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, it could be, but I'm just saying.
But I don't feel like it is.
I like to just put myself in the situation and think about what would likely happen, and I would not go with that. I would probably just do a very straightforward take that you fiend.
Yeah, let's do that.
The question is, at what level do we cast it?
I don't know.
We could just go with level 1, probably.
Probably, because you're supposed to be at level 1.
Yeah, we're supposed to be level 1, I think. Well, it says all the spells are level 1. But I don't know, whatever. We can do what we want, I think. Let's go with the level 1 take that you fiend anyway. We have 24 intelligence, or IQ, so it should do 24 damage, which seems like it's probably about right to kill it, or at least bang it up real good.
Scare it away.
Hopefully. Shall we do it?
Yeah.
Okay, take that you fiend. 6H.
That costs 5 already.
It doesn't. Oh, come on! You're killing me. You're kidding me. I had it right. You're killing me. All right, we're gonna use our special gem of undo choices. But first of all, I made up the three use gem. This is something I'm making up because we're playing a solo adventure in team.
Okay, you died basically. We would have died.
Here we're gonna do 3 lives essentially.
Okay.
Bonus.
All right.
Time.
Let's see what an oh there it is gonna do. I think oh go away.
Come on, focus.
Oh, sorry.
Not you. The camera.
I know that.
All right, so let's read the paragraph anyway, and we'll go back if I can find it. It doesn't work against the demon. The cold permeates your leg. Then it fills your lungs. And finally, your mind freezes over. The character is dead. His soul consumed. His body will merely whet the appetite of the dungeon's roaming vermin. Close the book. No, I am traveling through time. All right, we're down 1 life.
Travel through time spell.
An icy cold tentacle grips your ankle. We know that take that you fiend will not hurt it, even though it hurts everybody else ever. So, oh go away, hidey hole, or oh there it is. I still maintain that hidey hole isn't going to work.
Yeah, me too.
It might, because the author decides how that's going to work. But I think we should go with oh go away, or oh there it is.
I think oh go away.
Oh go away seems straightforward, but I feel like it's going to say, well, it doesn't work. But you know what?
We can do oh there it is.
I don't know.
But if it's killing you, what is seeing it really gonna do?
Oh there it is could potentially show you something that we're not aware of that would save us.
It could.
Really, this is all just a shot in the dark, so we can just pick whatever.
Okay.
Which one do you think?
Anyone in the chat want to decide, maybe? Because I have no idea.
Nobody's really chatting, and also they're delayed by like 20, 30 seconds.
All right. I guess I'll decide then.
Yeah, pick one.
Okay. Alright, I don't even know.
All right, I'm gonna pick if you want.
Okay, yeah, you pick, actually.
All right,
Yeah.
I think oh go away makes sense. It should work.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna trick me, but it's straightforward. Get rid of a monster spell, and we know that we have good attributes for it. There's no reason it shouldn't work unless the author just wants to be a jerk again, which he very well might want to be. So let's try it. 12B.
All right.
If you cast an oh go away greater than 37, which we did.
Okay.
And by the way, for the people I see people joining, so we got a demon wrapped around our leg, its tentacles wrapped around our leg. We're casting the oh go away spell, which basically means you add up these 3 attributes: luck, IQ, and charisma. For us, that is a total of, what I say, 62? Yeah, 62 sounds right. And The paragraph says if it's greater than 37, you scared the demon so that he ran away. Yay. All right, Rob, what was our cost for that one
4.
with the subtraction?
Yes, that includes it.
So we're at 11, and we get a little bit of adventure points. Okay,
All
we
right.
scared it. If you survive, you will find that the blackness leaves when the demon does. How convenient. He was the source of blackness. You find yourself teleported to a new room.
All right.
20H. That makes it hard to keep track of where the heck we're going. I already lost track though.
Yeah, I think we were like, I don't even know. We went left and then we went down this hallway.
Yep. 20H. Take 50 EP or adventure points for defeating the dungeon's demon soul sucker. Okay, we're now at 184.
Alright.
My eights are I like turning 3s into 8s. We could beef up an attribute. Shall we do that?
Sorry, I burped.
Oh, good burp.
What are our attributes?
We have strength 20, constitution 16. That's a
No,
good.
I mean, like, what amounts are they at?
That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, sorry.
Strength 20, con 16, dex 22, speed 17, luck 18, IQ 24, whiz 15, charisma 20. I feel whiz is a very good candidate for raising.
Yeah, I think we should do wizardry
Let's do it.
constitution.
Yeah,
I'm
those are-
thinking wizardry.
Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to spend 150 on that. We're left with 34. And we have one extra max with my ugly 16. That's a really ugly 6. Let's fix that. And I don't know. I think we get one extra current when we do that. All right. Back to 20H. You appear to be in a safe place. If you wish to leave immediately, go to 15C. If you want to rest for 2 turns, go to 11C. If you take a short nap and recover all your strength, go to 7. Oh yeah, nothing could go wrong there, right?
Yeah, taking a nap in the middle of an abandoned mansion that has bars in the windows and smell like dead bodies. It sounds like a great idea.
It sounds like you've done this before.
That's what I said at the beginning.
Yeah, I know. All right. So we're not going to nap, right? So do we want to leave
No.
immediately? I guess leave the area? Or rest for 2 turns? I think I'm going to go with leave. Do you agree?
Yeah.
15C. Hello, Mr. Underwear Troll Ogre, whatever you are again. 15C. Let's do the whiz tally. Okay. You see a long, dark stairway leading to the top floor of the mansion. You may walk or run up the stairs, for you can hear some creepies coming up behind you. Why don't we fight the creepies? If you walk upstairs and risk letting the indescribable crawling creepies catch up with you, go to 19G. If you run, go to 24D. Alright, so basically we can run or walk from the creepies.
Probably trip on the stairs and then get instantly killed by the creepies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the things you don't really know what's the right thing to do. The author is going to try to kill you one way or the other.
Okay. I don't really know.
And risk letting the indescribable... yeah.
I will risk letting the indescribable...
Okay, we're going to walk carefully.
So I'll walk.
Okay, that's 19G.
There's actually probably like a trap on the stairs or something.
Okay, let's recover whiz. We're at 13 whiz. As you climb the stairs, your footsteps reverberate in the stairway. The creepies think you must be an army, and they retreat. Go to 25C.
Okay. So apparently we are an army.
You emerge out of breath but safe at the top of the stairs. We're that out of shape that when we walk upstairs, we're out of breath.
Okay.
You are in a cold, dark. Really, I think it's the same paragraph as when you run, but I'm just making a joke. You are in a cold, dark room and cannot see. If you strike a match or make any kind of light, go to 24F. If you proceed across the room in the darkness, go to 16F. Well, we got the
Okay,
will-o-wisp.
I don't see any reason not to cast a will-o-wisp.
Yeah, but I feel like it's going to trick us. I think
Yeah.
let's do it anyway. Will-o-wisp.
Yeah.
We have the ring
Let's
that
do
has
it.
free will-o-wisp, so we're going to go to 24F. With counter. You immediately notice a deluxe staff propped in the corner of the room. You may pick it up if you first throw away your old staff. We don't even have a staff. We really just got a deluxe staff. It is worth 500 gold resale, and it knows all the first level spells. Well, I already know those two. If you already have a deluxe staff, you will not be able to pick up this one. There is nothing else of value in the room. We just got a deluxe staff. I don't even remember what that does, but I remember it's pretty expensive.
I can look really quick.
Go for it.
It's in the shop, right?
Yeah, I guess. It might be in the magic section.
Well, if I ever need to get a deluxe staff, I know which adventure to go to. Alright, let's see. We got swords. Got
I know it. All staves make you. They let you have a cheaper casting cost for magic.
Yeah,
But I don't remember what
remember
deluxe is.
deluxe staffs being extremely expensive.
They are. It costs basically 500.
Wow.
I think it might even cost more than that now in deluxe
I
level.
feel like it's like a couple thousand.
I think you're right. So I'm gonna put down my phone for a moment. Don't go anywhere. I have to plug in the phone while Rob Bob researches a deluxe staff.
Hold on. Why is it not here? Hold on. Let's see. Just the weapon. I see a light duty wizard staff, but no, deluxe one.
You don't find the deluxe staff? Alright, I'm gonna have to break out my manual then.
Alright.
There is an index, you know.
Let's see.
Alright, breaking out the table of contents. Look, this is my deluxe manual, by the way. It is signed by Rick Loomis, Steve Crompton, and Ken St. Andre. Steve Crompton used a marker that went through the page. That's okay, I'm just kidding. Let's see. I think it's in the magic section. Or in the wizard character class section, perhaps.
Apparently on page 91 there's some magic stuff. So.
Did you look up the deluxe staff in the index? Nobody really wants to be watching this, but we should at least get the basic idea of what it does.
Sorry. Sorry people watching this. I'll look in the index, sure.
Okay, 95, 110. We'll start with 95. Fortunately, we still have most of our viewers.
Yeah, thank you for not leaving.
Thank you so much. Not that we get anything, but we like having an audience. All right, so 95. Okay.
Hold on, I'm in acknowledgements.
I know it's somewhere around here.
Okay, Okay, it's on page 95, 110.
Yeah, we're just on 90,
117.
95 didn't really talk about it. Let's go to 117 then.
I'll look on 95.
Okay, that doesn't have it either. The index is wrong. Alright, why don't we move on? So the whole stream isn't this.
I'll just keep looking for it.
Okay. I know staff basically, I know the basic staff reduces the cost. I think it's by your level. The deluxe staff has some magical spirit in it or something. I don't remember what that actually does though. So why don't we just treat it like a regular staff for now until we know otherwise.
I found a description of it.
Okay, go for it.
The deluxe staff is a demon summoned in the form of a heavy black metallic-looking rod. Bound to one specific wizard, the staff is sentient, a shadow mirror of the wizard owner, and learns all spells cast through it. Deluxe staffs have an IQ of 1 point lower than the wizard who owns it. The intelligence of the staff increases and decreases in parallel with its owner/master. In the event that the staff passes into the keeping of another magic user, the staff will retain the IQ it had when its first master died or relinquished it.
Okay.
If the new master has an IQ lower than that of the staff may try to seize control of the wizard's mind.
Mm-hmm.
GMs may impose a high level saving. Okay.
Alright, none of that really tells me anything practical.
What?
None of that actually tells me anything useful, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is not really useful.
Alright, we'll just go with what we said. It's going to reduce our casting costs by our level.
All the stuff in the index is just stuff mentioning it.
Right. Alright. So, let's move on. We go to 26F. Wizard tally. All the other times we played this game.
Apparently, a deluxe staff is a -5 from it.
-5 from what?
From the cost of the spell.
Where do you see that? I've never heard of that before.
I don't know if that's true, but it's.
Where does it say that?
It says it on page 95. Oh, actually, hold on. You know, whatever. Just don't worry about it.
Alright. We'll look into it later. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll do this later.
Where the heck did I say it was?
I don't know.
Great. We are at 26F. You enter a small, dimly lit room. A young, red-headed girl is chained to the wall. Excuse me. She doesn't appear dangerous, nor does she seem to have anything of value. You can rob, rescue, or simply ignore the pitiful girl. If you free her from her chains, rescuing her, go to 27A. If you search for her treasure, stripping her naked in your pursuit of loot, let's not do that. Go to 21G. If you'd rather just ignore her and leave the room, go to 25. Why don't we rescue her and be a good person?
Okay.
Until she turns out to be a demon transformed as a girl.
Probably.
Okay. 27A.
Okay.
Another whiz marker. Okay. Alright. I wonder why my battery's still going down even though I charged. Alright, it might be that we have to wrap this up in like 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay. How long has it been going for?
An
hour.
Hour 13.
Right.
The girl thanks you for rescuing her. She says she is a princess, and you will be well rewarded for helping her to escape from the dungeon. You will receive 300 adventure points if you can escort her safely out of the dungeon. You can see she is telling the truth by her demeanor, posture, and noble bearing. That's all you need to determine the truth in my book.
Mm-hmm.
Also by the bracelet she gives you. It has the seal of the royal house on it, and is worth 125 gold pieces. You must leave quickly now, as the ogre who had captured her and was going to force her to a fate worse than death will soon return. There's only one exit from the room, a locked, heavy iron door. A knock-knock will open it. Will you be gallant and allow her to exit first, Or will you nobly scout ahead of her? I like how either option is framed as being noble. If you leave for... Okay, let's write down our 125 gold bracelet.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we should cast a knock.
Yeah, we can handle that.
We could just assume that the deluxe deck subtracts it by, like, what?
Our level 2.
Okay, so...
We're just operating on that. We'll research it later. Bracelet.
So that's a -3 in total. Which means that this only costs 1.
Perfect.
Because it's limited at 1.
Yeah, okay. Well, what are the other stuff that we have? Okay, so we can make her go first or us. But it says before you go, roll up the other attributes of the princess. She has a luck of 11 and will get twice what you roll for charisma. Oh, how are we doing this? All right, I guess she's gonna fight or be our companion or something. So let's what is the one whiz for knock. And take a point, and we have to roll up the lady here. I need a piece of paper. Why don't I just scroll it down here? Rescued princess. Okay, would you like to roll, Mr. Rob?
Okay.
Strength.
3 dice.
Yep.
That is a 9.
Okay. What do we got next? Dex? I'll do con next.
Okay. We have a 12.
Okay. Dex?
Dexterity we have 8.
Hold 1 second. Speed, luck, IQ with charisma. Speed, please.
13.
Luck. Her luck. Yeah, her luck is 11. IQ.
7.
She's not too bright. Whiz.
8.
And charisma. We're gonna double this one.
Okay. Oh my god, this one's really high. Alright, so it's 30 after I doubled it.
Wow. Okay. So what are we doing anyway? I think we should let her go first.
Yeah.
Because we can probably fight whatever's coming at us, this ogre.
Alright.
Alright, so the princess leaves first, go to 3H. Another whiz tally thingy. I've noticed the glare only happens when I point it to my character sheet, but not their main book. Anyway.
So like a different paper, I guess?
It is definitely a different kind of paper.
It's a computer paper. Yep, it's happening right now.
Anyway, to exit the room, the princess must make a first level saving roll on her luck, which is 11. If she makes the roll, 26C. If she misses the roll, go to 27C. Want to do the honors, or should I use the lucky golden dice?
Do the golden dice.
9. So she makes the roll, go to 26C.
Alright.
This is why our charisma is so high. Let's take a whiz. That didn't sound right. Take a whiz. Okay, so the princess walked safely out of the room, down the corridor, and entered the room with the fountain. Now it is your turn. Make a luck saving roll 20 minus luck. Care to do the honors?
Sure. What's our, or what, hold on, is it our luck or her luck?
Our luck. It is 18.
Okay. 15, alright, we should make it then.
Just don't roll a 3.
Hopefully. Yeah, I got 6, and it's double out of all of them.
Or doubles, wow.
There's so many doubles today. I dropped one. I'm good at dropping dice. I dropped it again. Alright, I got 11.
Okay, total 11
What?
is the final total 11.
Sorry.
Whatever.
Yeah, I got final roll of 17.
Okay, we got 17 adventure points. We're at 52. We made our luck saving roll. What?
Okay.
Are you throwing dice across the room again?
Alright. I'm getting very good rolls.
Yeah, we're doing all right. 2090. Okay. You may continue on without encountering wandering monsters, tripping traps, or having any other bad encounters. To see what is in the next room, go to 26E.
Okay, let's go to the next room.
That was the only option.
Yeah, so I guess we'll go to the next room.
Okay.
So soon.
Yeah. You enter a small room with a fountain. The sparkling waters glisten with all the colors of the spectrum. The sign over the fountain reads "Wishing Well." You may bypass the fountain and leave the room. If you toss a gold coin in the fountain and wish, go to 27D. If you toss a silver coin, go to 25G. If you toss a copper coin, go to 23G.
Okay,
Well, we only have gold, and I feel like the fountain would think we're cheap if we go with silver or copper.
let's do a gold.
Do a gold.
We have a
I forgot to spend the money from the breastplate, which was 70, so we actually have 5 gold.
Alright, well,
Now we have 4.
now we have 4.
And we have a lot of items that are worth a lot, like the bracelet and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, toss a gold,
Yeah,
go to 27. Oh, we're going to wish 27.
The wishing well is probably sentient and will attack us if we don't give it money.
It'll shake us down. Alright, we get a whiz back. After you toss a coin into the fountain, you feel a bit dizzy and different. Uh-oh. Roll 1. It could be okay. Roll a 6-sided die. Determine what happens. Okay, roll it.
Okay, I'll roll. So, alright, I get a 2.
2. You find 100 gold pieces in the fountain.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good investment, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, let's see, what else? What are the other options? It was attacked by a frog, find a staff, get a coal pen that reads anywhere, anytime, increase all. Oh, I wish we got a 5.
Okay, 26B.
Okay.
You find a large door marked exit. Go to 14E.
Okay. Is it in one of those, like, I bet it's in one of those, like, neon signs?
Yeah. You enter a small, well-lit room. Are you ready for this one? On the far right wall is a giant green nostril.
What?
There are 2 other exits from the room, which are, I guess the nostril is an exit, is the implication there. There are 2 other exits. Where was I? Sorry. 2 other exits
that's
from.
a little weird.
Yeah, 2 exits from the room, which are both on the left side of the room. As you approach the quivering nose, it twitches, being allergic to delvers, and sneezes, blowing you backwards out and exit. Make a saving roll on your luck. If you miss, if you make it, you're okay. Let's just roll.
You roll because we need to look.
If you make the roll, you are blown out one of the doorways with all you carry. Roll 1 die. Evens or odds is what we care about.
All right, let's. Should I roll or you roll?
Hey, why don't you go for it? I'm getting a weird message. Your encoder is sending data faster than real time. Wow. I don't see how that's possible, but okay. Let's keep going.
All right. A 5.
5 is odds. Go to 18E.
So that's good.
Thanks for the likes. The likes, random people. We have 3 likes on the stream now.
Thank you for the 2 other likes.
Oh, one was you?
Yes.
Oh, something broke. I think it's saying no data. Now it says excellent connection. I have a comment on Facebook saying, what happened with the nose? Thessaly wants to know what happened with the nose. I don't know if that means you lost connection, but it says excellent connection right now on my end. Is the stream working okay for you, Rob?
Yeah, I'm watching it. It's
Okay. So it's possible she just needs to reconnect, or that she is still on even. Shoot, which one? I lost track of the paragraph.
great.
I feel like it was 18E, but I would like to verify that.
Let's see. You enter.
Where was the nose?
Let's see.
Here, okay, I got it. 18E.
Okay.
Can't leave you in suspense with the nose. Okay, you enter a huge, well-lit room. There was a sign just outside the door which read Monster Reconditioning and Experimentation. Inside is a small man in a white lab coat. He is pushing buttons and pulling levers, stepping on switches. Sparks fly, radiation pulses, bells ring, buzzers buzz. A dozen dead monsters line the walls. Go to 19F.
Alright.
Suddenly, the technician who is operating the controls sees you. Focus. He immediately screams out, "Help! A delver is loose in the reconditioning room." Then he flees out of the room. As he leaves, the monster he was working on, a giant gobbler, gets out of control. Mindlessly, the gobbler starts eating everything in sight. You realize that the giant brown gobbler will quickly eat you, the lab, and finally the whole dungeon. And even then it will still be hungry. You are near the console that the technician was working at. On the console are 5 buttons. Each button has a label, but the labels are written in a language you cannot read. You must punch the correct button to save yourself and indeed the whole dungeon and apparently the world. All of Troll World is at stake here, I guess.
Why can't we just defeat the goblin?
The gobbler will eat us, man. The 5 buttons are colored red, yellow, green, blue, and white. Oh boy, we just have to pick one. Okay, we have 2 extra lives because we're cheaters. But there's no apparent reasoning that can go into this choice, so it's basically a random guess. What do you say, Rob?
Alright, let's go with the green one.
Green is good. 3G. I'm going to take my whiz tally. What happened with the nose? Okay. The button breaks into a dozen pieces when you depress it. The gobbler continues to gobble monsters and equipment uncontrollably. Make a saving roll on luck. If you miss your saving roll, you are right in the path of the gobbler and it just ate you. Alright, we better make the saving roll. Me or you?
You.
Alright. Anything but a 3 and we're good. Luck is an important attribute to have, so you don't get eaten by gobblers. 8.
That is true.
We are alive to be gobbled by somebody else another day. Alright. But that was the wrong button apparently. Focus, focus, focus. If you make the saving roll, go to 6G.
Let's go on 60.
Oh, our whiz is all back. Okay, so we don't get a bonus whiz. Okay. If you run fast, you can stay ahead of the gobbler. You run so fast, in fact, that you run clear out of the dungeon up to a nearby hilltop. I thought we were going to have a chance to press another button. Didn't it say that? No, maybe not.
I don't know.
Okay. Sorry. Let's. Where were we? You can run so fast. You run so fast, in fact, that you run clear out of the dungeon up to a nearby hilltop. There, you can watch the dungeon slowly being consumed. You get 1 experience point for each gold piece worth of treasure you got on the trip. Unfortunately, that character will no longer be able to enter this dungeon since he destroyed it. However, he does get an extra 300 adventure points for obliterating the dungeon. That's all for us.
Alright, we saw the princess and...
Yeah, I don't know. Is she hanging out with us or is she obliterated? We could say she's hanging out with us.
I guess that means we get a bunch of gold.
Oh, was there... Oh, what did she say she was doing?
I think it was like 300. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think we have a plot hole here. We don't know what happened. All right, we're probably not really going to reuse these characters, so it's not a big deal. Really.
If we do another wizard adventure or solo, we could use this guy if we want.
That's true, I guess. All right, George Baseball Bat. Let's compute the adventure points we got. One adventure point for each gold piece worth of treasure. That's hard to figure out. We do have this here though. We don't know. We don't know what some of the things are worth, so we'll just go with the things that had a specified value, which would be these three here. So 210 plus 500 is 710. Plus 125 is 835. We'll go with that. So I need a calculator at this point.
I got one.
So what's 367 plus 835?
367 plus 835. 367. No, that's not 7. 367 plus 835. 1,202.
1,202. That is very good. We can pump up a bunch of attributes that way. We have destroyed the mansion that is the Sorcerer Solitaire mansion. We are alive. I don't think we got the good ending for the princess, probably. Otherwise, it would have been explicitly stated, I guess. That's it. That was fun. Any last words, Rob Bob?
I was saying, I'm going to die.
Here is the back, just for show and tell. Sorcerer Solitaire is number 10 in a series of solitaire adventures designed for play with the tunnel control system of dungeon delving. Each solitaire adventure is unique. In Sorcerer Solitaire, your young but ambitious magus has an eye for exploration, adventure, and naturally treasure. Monsters and deadly traps bar the way, and not all who enter the mansion will exit alive. For first through third level wizards. Okay, we were allowed to be level 2 for what it's worth.
Okay. So we should have used the
That's fine. We did fine. So commentary. What's your thoughts or opinion on this particular adventure?
I think it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Not the greatest one. It was fun. I think we totally got super boosted by that very early on thing, the skull.
Oh yeah, by the skull.
That pretty much made this, I would say, I felt like 100 times more comfortable in how tough my character was, how likely he was to survive.
At the beginning, it was like, not very good stats.
That's true. We were pretty weak, except for a couple of them. So that really boosted us quite a bit. Though I'm actually thinking that we had 0 ads and that skull brought us to 29. We did not actually ever have a regular combat.
Nope.
However, we did cast O Go Away twice, and so the boost we had to I guess it was to luck and was it IQ as well? Probably. It really helped us a lot. Charisma was already 20 if I recall correctly.
Yeah, we didn't need charisma there, so did we?
Well, the charisma figures into O Go Away because basically the charisma represents your personality and how you can sort of persuade people.
Even if there was a minus 20 in that, we still would have. Actually, no, that's not true.
What's that?
But we still probably would have made it anyway.
We don't know. I don't know. We only used one cheat code. We used one of our 3 lives that I gave us.
Yes, really used
bonus time travel /live. But yeah. Okay, I think that was fun.
That was very fun.
Anything else we can flip through before ending it? Probably not. Not without cheating. Alright, so that was fun. Let me file it away. Here's some special thanks. We have special thanks to Bill Moore, don't know who that is, Gary Webb, don't know, Susan Roberts, don't know, Jim Walker, I remember the name Jim Walker. I think there's another author. Liz Danforth and can't say Andre, I know. Walter Vanning. Here's the old list of all the solos that were available at the time. This was 1981, I guess. Only this. 12. There are currently, how many official solos? At least 20-something. But there's a ton of third-party ones. Here's one that I want to try one day soon perhaps. This one is called Banquet in Stringwater by Jason Mills. This is printed by Tavern Master, I believe, right? Tavern Master Games. They have some really good quality third-party stuff. They don't print them themselves, though. They actually print them. You can buy them printed by lulu.com. That's LULU.com. And that's where I got this one from. But they're also available on drive-through as PDFs, I guess. So maybe we'll play this one next time. But I guess we should wrap up this stream for now. So that was Sorcerer Solitaire. Our elf wizard, George Baseball Bat. A very elven name. He survived, and he got powerful in the process. Fairly powerful. Okay, it's Mark W. signing out.
And Rubba.
Take care. Until next time. Bye.
Goodbye.